Hello Scorpio, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your reading for the first 2 weeks of November from 1st to 15th of November. This is a general reading and this reading is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon and Scorpio Rising sign. I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, please watch your Moon sign or your Rising sign. For this reading I'm using Rider-Waite Tarot deck and I'm going to draw an additional cards from the Wild Unknown deck. Wild Unknown Tarot deck by Kim Krantz. Okay, while I'm shuffling, I just want to say thank you to all the people who are watching my videos, all the views, to all the subscribers, for all your likes, all your comments, for all your private bookings. And if you are interested in private reading with me, please contact me. And all the information is underneath this video in the description box. Okay, let's see what we have for you, dear Scorpio. Let's go. That's your near future, present, and recent past. And the first card we have for you is the Ten of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and the Spirit's message for you is King of Wands. Six of Wands, Four of Swords, Magician, and Seven of Swords. The Hangman, Three of Pentacles, King of Cups, and Seven of Swords. Okay, dear Scorpio, let's see what we have for you. The first card which we have for you is the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is the fast-moving energy. It's a fire energy. Wands represents fire. It's really, it's a sign of travel sometimes, maybe traveling by air. But most of the time it talks about communication. It's messages, fiery messages, they're coming across or just fast coming. In general, if it's like a business or something, it tells me that it will be fastly developing. Development will be really fast. But there's also that, as I said, about communication. It could be because it's it's in modern era, we got use internet. Everything is really fast. So it's messages by emails, texts, WhatsApp messages, whatever you're using, but it will be lots of messages and there will be a lot of information coming fast backwards and forwards for you. And the next card over there is the Seven of Pentacles. Maybe that's what you go doing all this communication, because you need to make a decision. Seven of Pentacles for me is decision card. It's a positive decision card because there's no negativity in this card. It tells me that you work really hard. You sort of you planted the seeds, you watered that tree or whatever it was, the plant. You got the results of your hard work. You've got the fruits of your labor. You've got all these pentacles, which is the results of the hard work. But you don't know what to do next. Do you sort of be just satisfied with what you receive and just persevere and just start again? Or do you start something new, completely new maybe? So you see, he is sort of, financially it's good. It's not bad. Seven is not bad. But you sort of not knowing if it's concerned work, maybe that's where the communication comes. If it's concerning work, you maybe don't know, do you stay in the same job because you're not really badly paid, you paid, pretty well, but you may be a little bit sort of, it's not being bored, but you've been doing the same thing all the time. Maybe it's time for you to start something new and you're not a bit unsure. What do? Do you just sort of start completely new, risk everything, risk that security of knowing that you will get that Seven Pentacles, where you don't know how much you will get in a other project if you'll start something new, maybe more exciting, where this sort of security of known. So that sort of situation over there. But it tells me that you will move. You will move to the different, to the better sort of position. You will. You even move like maybe mentally, because Swords represents our mental activity, all our mental capacity, our conscious, subconscious, our thinking patterns. It's all about what, what in our head. And maybe just in your head you move, sort of, you decided to leave everything, all the negative thoughts behind, and move to the start thinking positively. No, I'm not going to do, I'm not, I'm leaving everything behind, and I'm just starting being positive. Or it's physical movement. It's movement this time by water, or towards water, or buying a new property, or moving house, moving somewhere where there is a water. As I said here, because Pentacles is not just work, it's also could be possessions. It's anything. What do I do? Do I stay? Do I maybe invest into different, property or something? Because if Pentacles represents everything which is materialistic. So that could be an issue. And that's here, you're moving towards the water, or by water, or just literally moving to the calmer shore, somewhere where you will be very much more happier than you've been before. Somewhere will be much calmer time for you than when it was before. But by the way to this calmer shores, you need to drop all those worries, all those 6 swords on the way. You just drop them in the water. You don't have to carry all these negative thoughts with you. And the outcome for you is King of Wands. And King of Wands is the fiery sign. It could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius person. Someone who is, as I said, very passionate, very creative, very artistic, very sort of talented, very entrepreneurial. If you're starting a new project, that probably would be a very good person to start, because he is very creative. That person could be significant, and because it comes as the spirit's message for you, it could be someone significant. Someone can be there for you to make that move, to make that progress, fast movement, fast progression from being sort of thinking and making a decision, and having a lot of correspondence, deciding, and then actually moving. Maybe this person will be significant for you in this process, dear Scorpio. And at present we have the card of winner. You are in a winning position. Whatever you've been doing, I don't know, moving, earning money, moving jobs, or whatever you've been doing, maybe moving from one bad relationship to a better relationship, whatever you've been doing, but you're very successful. And not just you're very successful, you're also recognized for your success, for your achievements. Everyone is there, they're all applauding you. You're coming on a white horse, bringing all this, wreath, and you're the winner. You're in a winning position. Would it be job? If there was work involved, maybe you're doing something with this King of Wands, because it's also fiery energy. But if there was any troubles in the past or whatever, there was any quarrels, in any problems, you are in a winning position. It's a very positive card. If there's any legal issues, which I don't see at the moment, then you're in a winning position as well. And the next card is, after all that, if you won whatever you've been fighting for, you got it. We see that you got it. Time for you to take time off. Time for you to relax and have time of rest, time of sleep, time of maybe mental, sort of, to put your brain to rest a little bit. After you drop all those negative thoughts over there, maybe now it's a time for you to just sort of give your head a little bit of rest. Stop thinking. Maybe meditate if you believe in that sort of practices. Maybe meditate. You see how still he is. He just started taking some time off. And after that, because after you've been a winner, you just recuperate all your powers back and everything, because after that, if you have a rest and everything, you will be a magician, because everything will be possible to you. You'll be able to manifest anything. Everything is under your hands. Cups, which is emotions. Swords, which is mental activity, capacity. Wands, which is the fire, passion, creativity. And the Pentacles, which is material resources. You've got everything. Any tools you need to be successful, to be happy, is there for you. Just use them. And the sign of eternity over your head, that, and this card number 1, which is a new beginning, new start for you. Everything is very positive. I can't see any negative cards so far, apart from next one, which comes there. But that is the Spirit's message for you. Everything is so positive, goes really well. What Spirit's advice for you is watch out for the sneakiness. Watch out what's the people around you. That could be because it's air sign. It could be Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius person, or just quite a sneaky person who can steal some sort of maybe your how to say. It's not a possessions or something. Sometimes it's our intellectual valuables, maybe some sort of you've been creating some project or something, and this person took your ideas, stole your ideas, and presented them as his own ones. So that's sort of sometimes the message for you as well, to be savvy, to take what you think is yours and go away, just leave. So if the situation is not really good for you, sometimes it's nice, just take what you think is yours and just run away. So that sort of message for you for the first weeks of November, dear Scorpio. And another message for you of taking time off, take a time off, similar to this one, where it tells you to have some rest. Over here, it also tells you it's a card of non-activity, so there's no actions required. It's nice to take some time off and analyze the situations, look at everything from completely different point of view. If you notice that person, he is hanging there voluntarily, he hasn't been forcefully put on this branch, he is hanging there looking at the world from upside down to get the completely different perception of the world. And that was the message for you, dear Scorpio. Look at the situation from completely different angle, because you might get clear view, completely different. Change your pattern of thoughts. Try to be a little bit more alternative. Just sort of, and you might get a clarity. You might just get that to see what you're supposed to be seeing. This card is also tells about sacrifices, and it actually goes well with the 7 of swords. Maybe it tells you actually be savvy. Take what you think is yours. You can't take everything. There's some sacrifice is required, and just run away. Go away. And the next card is 3 of Pentacles. It's again talks about some material resources. It's also a card of apprentice, doing a really good job, being a part of the team. Maybe it's some other people involved in whatever you're doing, and you're doing really well. It's also a card of recognition for what you're doing. Also card of maybe not a success, but doing very well and being sort of acknowledged by what you're doing. And here I see you as a King of Cups, because Scorpio, you're a water sign. And here we see either you or another water sign, which could be Pisces, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So it's another water sign could be there, or it's you sitting there. It's this person is, you or this person is very emotional. He is easily expresses his emotions, expresses his romantic emotions, expresses his love. He, carries his heart on his sleeve. He's someone, I would probably go, and if I have a problem, to cry my, heart out, and he would be there to share my emotions, probably pat me on the shoulder, on my back, and, would say, don't worry, everything is going to be all right. Quite warm person, but because he shares his emotions so freely, sometimes can come across as slightly like a womanizer, or maybe a little bit promiscuous, because he just very affectionate. He shares this romantic feelings with everyone. So, well, I don't see any negativity with this card at the moment, but I see that it's a warm person who is there with the cup, and this cup, he's offering this cup. If ladies, if there's another water sign coming into your life, either it's your partner, maybe someone new is coming into your life, then it will be another water sign for you. And you still in this mental battle, I know about, we talked about seven of swords. Now we talk about five of wands. It's still a mental battle. You're still fighting with someone. It's all again on an intellectual level. It's all about, sort of putting arguments. The only message behind Spirit sends you behind this card is that even if you're a winner, it's a sour victory, because these two people who are being defeated, they might be your close friends. Yes, you might put a strong argument. You might just put across that you actually, yes, you won that argument, but you lost your soulmate. You lost your close friend, probably. Maybe you've been fighting with a sibling, or I don't know. Colleague or someone, you lose those people in your life because you've been quite sharp, because you use those swords to get across. Yes, you might be a winner, but it's a sour victory. So watch your tongue. Sometimes it's nice to sort of step back. That's what all these cards are telling you. Sacrifice. The Hangman. Take time off. Watch your tongue. Watch what you're saying, because yes, you might your argument might be will be a victorious argument, but might cost you a friend, or relationship with people who are close to you, and that's probably worth more than actual victory over those people. So that's all the messages I have for you for the 2 weeks of November, dear Scorpio. Quite a lot happening, quite different storylines on every row we have over here. Let's see what's an additional messages we have from you from the, Wild Unknown card deck. What's additional messages we have for the Scorpio? Let's see what we have over there. And the first card we have for Son of Wands. Sorry, I just have to put my glass. Son of Wands. It's page. Oh, it's a Knight of Wands. Okay. It's a fiery energy. We had King of Wands, so we put it here. We've got the Son of Wands as well. It's a movement with this project. Whatever you decided to do, there will be some movement with that. Five of Swords. We have. Let's put it somewhere here. It's a King of Swords. It's a clarity. If you've got, all those, fighting and, mental battles and everything in your head, Five of Swords can bring clarity. And the last card, Son of Pentacles. Okay, and we have Page of Pentacles. Well, let's put all three of them. Let's start with the Son of Swords, Son of Wands. Son of Wands is the Knight of Wands. It's fire sign. It's Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. It does all the knights. It's similar to this one. They represent movement forward. If you started a project, which is more likely, and that's where I was telling you that there is that King of Wands may be involved, and you decided that maybe you don't want to stay in this job, and you decided to do something differently, or you decided you don't want to stay in this relationship, you want to do something different. Anything, move the house, you decided not to stay here. That project is going to move forward, and all that fire, fire, passion, energy you're going to put into it, it's going to move forward. That was the additional message for you. And the Father of Swords, which is a King of Swords, is the person who brings clarity. Sometimes it represents judge, sometimes represents solicitor, represents someone is in a legal or like a counselor, psychologist, someone who is not using their emotions as much as the King of Cups, but uses the intellect. And if you see that owl, he is a wise owl, he's sitting there. Anything which is not serving, he cuts it off, just comes to the core of the matter. He doesn't worries about all this, um, all these emotions and anything, or everything which is surrounds it. He just goes to the bare truth, clarity, truth. All the lies are cut off. So, as I said, if it's someone in a legal profession, they bring the clarity into our affairs. Someone like a psychologist or counselor, they bring clarity into our mind. They help us to get that clarity. So that's someone over there for you. That's a message, additional message for you, dear Scorpio. And the last, it's another night over there. I told you all the nights are moving forward. It's all the energy of movement. But this one, because it's a Pentacles, Pentacles is very earthy energy. It's being down to earth. It's being very analytical and practical. It's the slowest moving night in this tarot deck. And if you are thinking about some financial project or something, it will go forward, but it will go forward very slowly, but slowly but surely. That's what I hear for you, dear Scorpio. Well, I hope you like that. I want to finish on this note because it's all very positive. There's a lot of messages for you, a lot for you to think, and maybe come back and listen that and watch that video again, at the beginning of November, because then it might make sense for you as well when you will be at that period of time. If you want to elaborate or get more sort of sorrow reading, please contact me for private readings. I can record private readings for you and publish them on YouTube specifically for you. I do Skype readings, email readings, telephone readings, different types. Contact me by email or through my website or through my Facebook page, and I'll be happy to do it for you. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye, Scorpio.